When the season ends, it's basically
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And the batter now, Jake Burger. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. McAllister, 25 years old, and she was selected to the All-Star game last year. 0-2 now. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. The Yankees looking to rally. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. So last chance for the Yankees. J.P. Crawford stepping in now for the Yankees. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 3 of this 4-game series. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Her first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of her coming in the game and closing it out. She's off and running now.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
The pitch. And down on strikes he goes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. She's 2 outs away. Jake Burger stepping in now for the Yankees.
It normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Garcia pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. Mickey Moniak will hit next. They're down to their final strike.
She's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers take the finale here. They win the series 3-1.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And now the shortstop, Liover Peguero. That's in for a strike at 95, and it's 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. And one out now. Now the third baseman. That one finds the zone. 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. That's off the mark. 1-2 to count. Struck him out looking.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and she strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's Christian Yelich. And that one fouled off. And the 0-1. Fastball for a strike. McAllister is just one strike away. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That one just misses. Ball one. A one-run lead here the last half of inning number 9. Got him. And that is the ball game.
Well, Boog, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. And now it's Juan Soto. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Up the middle. Seager fires over to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Now batting Tristan Casas. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. On the ground to the left. Whips it to Kirilloff. Got him.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Reynolds in the box now, takes strike 1. McAllister is just one strike away. 2 down, nobody on. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one here.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. Now it's Nick Senzel. Late on that fastball. McAllister, multi-time All-Star. She features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss, and she got him. That's the 2nd out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and she strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Next offering is fouled back. McAllister is just one strike away. Got him. And that'll do it.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's the second baseman, Tyler Callahan. In the air, left field, Carter under it. Makes the catch for the out. She's 2 outs away. And now the catcher comes up to him, Adrian Del Castillo. Swing and he breaks his bat. On to first. Gets the catcher by a step.
Now batting, left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
So they're down to their final out. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Randy Arozarena. Found back our way, and that's out of play.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
McAllister is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.
Welcome in. We're in the 8th. 2 men out. John Sciambi along with Chris Singleton. So 2 down. And here's the first baseman, Eggy Rosario. That one fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out.
Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. The Rockies strand 1, and they're down. All set for the start of the inning. Now the Rockies catcher, Lionel Clem. First pitch swinging.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Got him swinging.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Mason Burris digs in now. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. McAllister, in her 4th year, 25 years old, and she was selected for the All-Star game last year. The Rockies down by a pair here at the top of the 9th. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Rockies down to their last out. Here's the third baseman, Jacob Wilson. There's a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
This could end it. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Nice sweep in this series, and you continue playing at home. Everything feels good right now. This is the type of run that you can put together.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. So digging in, Yanni Hernandez. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. McAllister, an all-star a season ago. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Struck him out looking.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. The Rangers trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First two batters, 2 strikeouts. See if she can strike out the side.
This one popped up right side. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers take the series opener here at home.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Christian Robinson now 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. There's a strike, 95 of that one. McAllister, a former all-star. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Got him. And that's the first out.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, she's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So the batting order turns over. Khalil Watson, the next to hit for the Angels. Young. To second, there's one. Back to first, double play. And that's the ball game.
A little sigh of relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice double play. You always love when you can get 2 for 1, especially when it wraps up the ball game. Nice win for this team today.
Fans, our final line score.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's the third baseman, Kobe Mayo. He's 0 for 1.
Third baseman, Kobe.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. McAllister, multi-time All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Rogers now at the plate as he swings through strike one. The Rangers leading by 4. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Good eye in that spot.
It's a good take.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Struck him out swinging. White Sox down to their final out.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if she can strike out the side.
Martorella in the box now. No balls and a strike. And there's a foul ball. This could end it. Got him. And that'll do it.
Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one here. And you got yourself a little bit of breathing room, but you want to keep the same mindset. Let's go into the next.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth.
Leading off for Minnesota.
And now Kerry Carpenter. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. McAllister, a former All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. At the belt and fires. Got him. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
So they're down to their final out. And next for Minnesota, lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers take the series opener here at home.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And now the DH, Matt Wallner. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Right through there for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if she can strike out the side.
The Twins down to their final out. Edouard Julien, the next Twin up to hit. And that one is in for a strike.
trying to keep good speed off the bases.
The Twins down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
The final line score for
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth.
leading off.
Now here's the Red Sox DH. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he's grounded out. And a big swing and a miss. McAllister, an all-star a season ago. She features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. And down on strikes. Now 1 away.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and she strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Oh, 1 down. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. This could end it. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Right through there, got him. Ball game.
Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one here, and you got yourself a little bit of breathing room.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. So coming into the game now on defense, number 9. He's in at shortstop. Mountcastle in the box now, takes strike 1. On the ground. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. No outs. Runner at first. And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki. Right through there for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
With the tying run on at first, we're in the last half of the ninth inning. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment move, get back on track. His team needs him.
She's 2 outs away. And here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
A little tardy on that fastball. She's going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
And that one fouled off. The pitch. Center field. Taveras settles under it. Brings it in. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 10.
So they're down to their final out.
baseman.
And stepping in for the Rays, Ahmed Rosario. Sends it to center, and this should be it. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Here now is our final line score tonight.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's Austin Riley. Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled on the run, sent it over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
She's 2 outs away. C.J. Abrams next up for the Braves. And first offering is fouled off. The Rangers leading by 4. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And a pitch. Good eye in that spot. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And here is Devers.
The third baseman.
He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Got it. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. He goes down looking.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and she strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
And now Khalil Watson. That one finds the zone. Strike one. The Angels down to their final strike. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers get back in the win column as they take Game 3 of the series.
For the Chihuahuas.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Stepping in, Brian De La Cruz. Ground ball right side. Steps on first for the out. She's 2 outs away. Marcel Blackmon up next for the Mariners. Up the middle. Whips it to Kirilloff. And they're down to their last out. Harry Ford up next for the Mariners. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The 0-1 just off the inside edge. 2 out, space is empty. They're down to their final strike.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That just misses, and that's ball 2. The M's down to their final strike. Got him. And the crowd goes home disappointed as this one draws to a close.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what...
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And now the Minnesota designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter. And first offering is fouled off. McAllister, an all-star a season ago. She features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. On his way over. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. One up, one down. She's 2 outs away. And now here is Matt Wallner. And a swing and a miss there. Swings through that one for strike 2. Bases empty, 1 away here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Jenkins, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throws.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
This was a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good moments.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's O'Neal Cruz. That one at the knees for a strike. McAllister, multi-time All-Star. She features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. And the righty deals. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And the right-hander deals. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. She's 2 outs away. Now it's the second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio. The Rangers leading by 3 here at the top of the ninth. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. That one 95 to finish him off.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if she can strike out the side.
So they're down to their final out. Stepping up for the Guardians, Shea Langoliers. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers.
Got him. And that'll do it.
Well, great start to this 4-game series to get the first one at home, but these players know they've got some work to do because they could easily drop the next 3 if they're not careful. Can't get too comfortable. Get some rest, come back for the next one.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Wyatt Langford digs in for the Guardians. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 1. McAllister goes 5 feet 7 inches, 25 years old, and she was selected for the All-Star game last year. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And here it comes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Goes down looking for the strikeout, and they're down to their last out. Pete Crow Armstrong digs in for the Guardians. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. The Guardians down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Colin Houck up now for the Tigers.
Attack that zone.
McAllister, an all-star a season ago. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. And the pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Got it by him for the K.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if she can strike out the side.
Dingler, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. That one at the knees for a strike. The Tigers trailing by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. Got him. And that is the ball game.
Well, Boog, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
The final line score for our ball game.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Left field. Carter makes a nice running catch.
Good pitch. She just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed. She's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt. Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the ninth means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1. Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances. This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
And they'll do it again. McAllister is just 1 strike away. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, and she got it. And that'll do it.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
The first baseman.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Struck him out looking.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
The pitch. Got him swinging.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and she strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
One strike away. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers take the first two games of this series on the road.
This team has won the series with the win in this game today, so you got your eye on a sweep. It's not going to be easy to do. When you're on the road, a home team is always...
With Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for tuning in, and we've got a good one going here in extra innings. Back to the top of the lineup, this is Willie Castro. That's in there. Strike one.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. So the tying run at second. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Man at second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the 0-2 stays alive. The 0-2 swing and a miss, struck him out. Blue Jays have just one out left here.
Good pitch right there. I mean, she's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with, and there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the players that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there, and it's a good job of the...
This one in the air. Drifts towards it. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers strand the tying run on base to win it. Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And now for the Jays, Colt Heath. In for a strike. 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. Struck him out looking.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Looking to get the tying run on base. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Blue Jays down a run here in the last half of inning number 9. And that one lifted in the air center field. 2 up, 2 down. 1 out left for the Blue Jays. Oswaldo Cabrera next up for the Blue Jays. Swings through that one for strike 1. A 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this is the perfect way to finish up a road trip, a sweep in this series before heading back home. This is a team that's got things.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one. Nobody out in the 9th. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Colson Montgomery clips the corner. Strike 1. McAllister, a former All-Star. She features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. She's 2 outs away. And up next for Chicago, Jake Rogers. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. That's outside, and that's ball 1.
It's a good take.
Swing and a miss, and she struck him out. 2 down.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and she strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in.
Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first in time, and this one is over. The Rangers have won 4 in a row.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. And now Colson Montgomery.
The shortstop.
Foul ball there. McAllister, an All-Star a season ago, 25 years old, and she was drafted in the 4th round in 2023. And the right-hander deals. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Here's the catcher to hit, Jake Rogers. And there's the strike. The White Sox trailing by 2 here in the 2nd game of the series. Strike 2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if she can strike out the side.
2 down, nobody on.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the
Got it. Ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. So stepping in for Boston, Vaughn Grissom. Out to short, Seager. Fires across the diamond. Now 1 gone in the 9th. Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Ryan Clifford. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. McAllister, multi-time All-Star. She features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. To third, Young. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Here's Nolan Arenado. Tapped out in front of the plate. Throw to first in time, and this one is over. The Rangers take the series opener here at home.
I always love playing 4th of July games at home. There's so much energy in the ballpark, the red, white, and blue everywhere. But when you get a win, you feel like you did something.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Eldridge. This one in the air. McAllister makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 away. She's 2 outs away. And here is Alexander Vargas. Right through there for a strike. McAllister, an all-star a season ago. She features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. She's got the stuff, obviously, and right there she used it to put her opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
2 outs. They're down to their final strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers.
Got it. And that'll do it.
The final line.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. Here's the catcher, Blake Sabol.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just 1 shy of that milestone.
Pitch is in there, and it's 0-2.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound. Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs. This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Foul ball, still 0-2. One out, base is empty. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First two batters, 2 strikeouts. See if she can strike out the side.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Diaz. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Taveras ranging back on it. Into the bleachers and gone. He'll touch them all. It's 6-5.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. And fouled off. 1 strike away. Bounced out to short. Now the throw to first on the run. And that is the ball game.
She does a nice job of coming in and getting the save. She made a mistake with the pitch, gave up the solo home run, but she maintained her focus to push through to the finish line.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Well, 1-run game, and digging in for San Francisco, Kyle Manzardo. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out looking. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Caught him looking for the K.
No, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and she strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Vierland swings through it for strike 1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. She's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Hit weakly on the ground. Throw to first in time, and this one is over. The Rangers earn the sweep in this 2-game series.
These 2-game series have a different feel. There's kind of an urgency. So to come in and
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. So digging in, Kevin Alcantara. Swing and a miss as he was out front. McAllister, an all-star a season ago. She features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Gets it to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
1 down now.
She's 2 outs away. William Contreras now at the plate. McAllister is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square her up.
she stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
The batter, the right fielder.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now the right fielder, Lane Thomas. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it.
The final line score for our
And welcome back to the
Leading up for the
ballpark. We go to the
National League,
ninth. Here's Alex
the left
Verdugo.
Alex.
That's a strike. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Out towards left center. Suzuki running hard for it. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. And there are two down. So they're down to their final out. And here is Xander Bogaerts. Off the mark there. 1-0. Late on that fastball. A one-run lead here at the top of the ninth. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And he's got it. Ball game. And the American League All-Stars claim the win here behind some great pitching. Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's Joe Adell. He's already homered in this game. Late on that fastball. McAllister, a former All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. She deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Now it's Alexander Canario. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. Base is empty, one away here in game one of this three-game set. Got him. And now two gone.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as she punches out the first two batters she's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And here's the first baseman, Nolan Schanuel. There's a strike. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. And a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a pitch. Swings and misses. Angels retired, 1-2-3.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
our final line score tonight. First for the Victoria.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Devers now 1 for 3. And he grounds one to the right side. In plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down. She's 2 outs away. Here's Mike Trout.
27.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against her.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in the second game of the series.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. This could end it. Got him. And that is the ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see...
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Luis Rengifo digs in now. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 1 down, base is empty. The punch out there, 2 gone.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and she strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers take the series opener here at home.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman.
The second baseman, number 74.
And first offering is fouled off. McAllister, a former All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Righty to the plate. Ball one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just off the outside edge. 2-2. And down on strikes he goes. 1 down.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Last out for the Guardians in this one. Pete Crow Armstrong digs it. This one popped up. Duran in position. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers take game 1 of the series on the road.
She's done it again, Boog. That's her 30th save of the year. She puts another game to bed. Sweet dreams, everyone.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the big.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Now the left fielder, Stuart Fairchild. Swing and a miss as he was late. The Yankees looking to rally. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. And the pitch. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3. She's 2 outs away. And now the catcher comes up to him. Gabriel Moreno. And there's a foul ball. McAllister, a former All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Yankees with only 1 out remaining.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if she can strike out the side.
The Yanks trailing by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. Throw to first in time, and this one is over. The Rangers take game 1 of the series on the road.
Our final line score this afternoon.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And now it's Luis Garcia. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Splits the plate. 0-1. McAllister, a former All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
The pitch. Sets him down looking. Now only one out remaining.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and she strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Number 5 now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. The Nationals down to their final strike. Got him. Ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like...
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And now the DH, Robert Hassel III. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. McAllister, multi-time All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Tosses to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. She's 2 outs away. Now the left fielder. There's a strike. McAllister is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square her up.
She stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground. Now, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And there's a foul ball. 2 outs. Fought off foul. 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, and she got him. And that'll do it.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road in the next series,
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. So digging in, Nelson Velasquez. And that one fouled off.
they hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
And fouled off. Swing and a miss, and she struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Will Brennan steps in for the Royals. Hit in the air, left field. He's under it. He's got it. And there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Here's Andres Gimenez. A 1-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this turned out to be an exciting, very well-played game. Always feels great when you can take the lead in the 8th at home. Come out in the 9th, the crowd will be behind that pitcher as she tries to get those final 3 out.
Welcome in John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's Tyler O'Neill. He's already homered here in this one.
Tyler O'Neill.
Fouled off. He was late. McAllister, multi-time All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Kicks and fires. Got it by him for the K.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up. They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
One out, base is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and she strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Larnach now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. They're down to their final strike. The Phillies down to their final strike. Two outs. Right through there, got him. And that is the ball game.
This is why they turn to her to close out games. She's so reliable in these spots, and she just proved it for the 35th time this season. Nice job getting it done out of the pen.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the big
Welcome in John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. McAllister, a former All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Here comes a pitch. Got him swinging. Nasty forkball for strike three.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
In the air out to center. Taveras going after it. He makes the catch, and there's two down.
center fielder, number 16. Jarren.
Last chance for the Royals. Now batting Jarren Duran. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. They're down to their final strike.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get
hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
Well, Boog, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Tied at 6.
Leading up
So
for the
digging in
Padres,
now for San
the
Diego,
first
Jackson
baseman,
Merrill.
Jackson.
Right through there for a strike. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball popped up. Kirilloff in position. Squeezes it. And there's one away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter she faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Xander Bogaerts. Chop to the right side. And she picks it up and she'll put it in her pocket. Bounce to third. Young. Fires across the diamond. And that quickly 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. A nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Gordon.
Next for the Padres, Nick Gordon. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. That's in there. 0-2 now. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. Padres down in order. Score remains tied, 6 apiece. We're in extras here, and the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. The pitch. Little chopper rolls foul.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
So the tying run at second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Now here's Jake Bauers. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. With the tying run at second, winning run at the plate, and here in extra innings. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2. Man at second. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 2 away.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Last chance for the Padres. Zach Geloff will hit next. Swings through that one.
You're above, 1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
He's fallen behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes.
Swing and a miss. She struck him out. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's going to be Ha-Seong Kim. He's already homered in this game. To third. Whips it to Kirilloff. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Third baseman number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
She's 2 outs away. And here is Xander Bogaerts. On the ground. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Fernando Tatis.
So it's their last chance in this one. Fernando Tatis Jr. getting ready to hit. He's a guy who does it all. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
McAllister is just one strike away. Is the ball game.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum. But at home, you also have a higher expectation to play well. So they're going to have to maintain the focus because those fans are...
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Edward Olivares digs in now.
Edward Olivares.
Swings through that one for strike one. McAllister, a former All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. Three-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
She's 2 outs away. Alejandro Kirk getting ready to hit. Breaking ball through there for a strike. If you're looking for a strike thrower, here she is. Doesn't matter what era baseball you're talking about. You want someone that's going to throw strikes. So, Chris, does the offense dial up the aggressiveness against her? What is the approach exactly?
Well, there is confidence that, hey, I'm going to get a pitch to hit during the at-bat. There's some pitchers where you're thinking, maybe I get one pitch to hit. It's something that I have a chance to turn around. With this pitcher, you're going to get 2, maybe 3. It's just a matter of, can you capitalize?
Got him. And there's 2 away.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers take the series opener here at home.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like...
Welcome in John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Jesus Sanchez.
Jesus Sanchez.
Foul ball there. McAllister, multi-time All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. The pitch. The punch out there, and a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Stop now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Base is empty, one away here in the third and final game of the series. Fastball for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get two or three.
Right through there, got him. Two down.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First two batters, two strikeouts. See if she can strike out the side.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. They're down to their final strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. She paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Swing and a miss, and she got it. And that'll do it.
These players just want to keep it rolling right now. You win this series, you got another team coming in, and you want to do exactly the same. Maybe even push a little further, get yourself a sweep. You know the fans are going to be
With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for tuning in, and we've got a good one going here in extra innings. So the lineup flips over. Babe Hollis now at the plate. 1 for 2. First pitch swinging.
These fans, they are
0-1.
ready to cheer about something.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
All season long, she's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
Young squeezes it, and there's one down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Here's Lane Thomas. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Here comes a pitch.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths. Some really good tunnel action there. That's a picture-perfect slider to get the strikeout. Starts over the middle of the plate and then dives hard off the outside corner. You know, he's probably thinking about the fastball they got the pitch before, and there's no way to hold up when you tunnel that well.
Zoo now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Just about gives her skipper a heart attack, but that's where she functions best.
McAllister is just one strike away. Got him. And that is the ball game.
Playing meaningful games in September is always exciting. A win today, first day of the month. This will just add more fuel to the fire.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.
Welcome in John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth.
McAllister.
Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Gabriel Arias. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. Right through there for a strike. McAllister in her 5th season, 25 years old, and she's a former All-Star Game MVP. Strike 2. The pitch. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Brings it in, and there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Next up for the A's, James Triantos. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Pop up here, third base side. Seager gets under it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Hunter.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now it's Hunter Bishop. 1 for 3. Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball. The 0-1. They're down to their final strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers.
Swing and a miss, and she got him. And that is the ball game.
We've grown to expect her to just roll into games and simply close them out easily, and she's made it look very easy at times, and now she's up to 40 saves for the year.
For our ball game tonight. For the Victoria.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. So coming into the game now on defense, Austin Wells. He takes over as the new first baseman. Hernandez swings through it for strike 1. Up the middle, Simeon. The throw to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Now the left fielder, Babe Hollis. And he takes a strike.
0-1.
And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Now batting.
Digging in, Jacob Amaya. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. Popped up. He's under it. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers have won 4 in a row.
Well, you can see this team is feeling it right now. Look at the smiles. Look at the high fives. They feel real good about this 3-game series sweep, and they get it done on the road. You talk about the confidence.
Welcome in. We're in the 8th. 2 men out. John Sciambi along with Chris Singleton. So 2 down. Brian De La Cruz now at the plate. That one fouled off.
All season long, she's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
Tying run at the plate. Struck him out swinging. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. So a job well done from the Rangers bullpen that time. 9th inning coming up. It's the Rangers 4 and the Mariners 2. And we're back. So bottom of the 9th. Now it's the DH, Luke Raley.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
And here it comes.
Outside.
And that's outside. And it's 1-0.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
1-1.
Here's a 1-1. Swings through that.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. The high heat, too much on that one.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
McAllister, a former All-Star, 25 years old, and she was drafted in the 4th round in 2023. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Wells drifts towards it. 2 down.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
So it's their last chance in this one. Harry Ford up next for the Mariners. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers take the first 3 games of this 4-game set.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to the...
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one. Nobody out in the 9th. And now the shortstop, Ryan Bliss. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive. Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
The catcher, number 39.
So last chance for the Mariners. Jose Trevino up next for the Mariners. And there's a foul ball.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
They're down to their final strike. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Got him. And that is the ball game.
Well, when you reel off 8 wins in a row, you're this close to double digits, and now all of a sudden it's a challenge within a challenge to
With Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for tuning in, and we've got a good one going here in extra innings. So up now for Chicago, Tyler Soderstrom.
The catcher.
oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
Fought off foul.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Next offering misses, and it's 1-2.
All season long, she's racked up a number of
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Just about gives her skipper a heart attack, but that's where she functions best.
Run at second. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on.
And it's even up. With the tying run at second, winning run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field, way back there, and that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers even this series up at a game apiece.
Well, I love the fact they didn't quit. They had to do a little extra work tonight to secure this win, but it's what you got to do over the course of a season if you want to be a championship ball
That was
club.
our final line score.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Now it's going to be Sal Frelick. Strike one. McAllister, multi-time All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And here it comes. He goes down looking.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Sable now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers take the series opener here at home. Leiter with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Back to the top of the lineup, Jose Altuve up to hit here. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. McAllister, a former All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss, and she got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. She's 2 outs away. And the batter now, Jeremy Pena. Swings through that one for strike one. That catches the corner.
0-2.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Brings it in, and there are 2 outs. So it's their last chance in this one. Ronald Acuna Jr. up next for the Astros. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
McAllister is just one strike away. Got him. And that wraps it up for this afternoon.
This team secures a winning season with the W today, and regardless of what else happens the rest of the way, you know that you're a winning ball club. So a little bit of pressure off.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's Eloy Jimenez. Fought off foul.
Oh, that insurance run in the bottom of the 8th inning was so good to add on, especially with this power hitter at the plate. If he goes deep, you're still up in the ball game. Really good spot to be in right here.
The pitch stays alive.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
To the right side. Throws to first in time. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. She's 2 outs away. Now batting Ke'Bryan Hayes. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Mountcastle at the plate now, and that's inside. With the tying run at the plate, here in the 2nd game of the series. And fouled off.
All season long, she's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
He goes down looking.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
So they're down to their final out. Seiya Suzuki next to hit for the Rays. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
Just about gives her skipper a heart attack, but that's where she functions best.
The Rays down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
I feel like we've seen this movie before, Boog. She comes on for the save, and for the 250th time in her career, she closes it down. She just keeps producing in these situations.
For our ball game tonight.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Now the catcher up to hit, Yainer Diaz. And that's in for a strike. Packed house here at Minute Maid. The punch out there. One gone here.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Struck him out without a swing. And now the Astros are down to their final out. So next up for Houston, Christian Encarnacion Strand. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Popped up. Duran under this one. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers take game 1 of the series on the road.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they look like they...
With Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for tuning in. And we've got a good one going here in extra innings. Well, 1-run game. And here's the first baseman, Christian Encarnacion Strand. And fouled off.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
So the tying run at second goes down looking.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up. All season long, she's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes
and a swing and a miss. 2 gone.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Astros down to their last out. And here is Aiden Miller. And the 0-1.
Just about gives her skipper a heart attack, but that's where she functions best.
This could end it. Got him looking. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to...
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. Here's Mike Trout, 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Great speed and great power, a great athlete, quite simply. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Gathered in by Seager, throw to first. A huge out to start the bottom of the 9th. Here's Rafael Devers. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty.
She's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
And down on strikes he goes. Now 2 away.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Angels down to their final out. And next for L.A., Logan O'Hoppe. First pitch swinging.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
The Halos down to their final strike. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 2 outs. Just misses. And the count is 1-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end it.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. So digging in, Tyler Locklear. And fires in a fastball at 95. McAllister, a former All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. The punch out there, and a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Wells makes the play, and there's 2 down.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
So they're down to their final out. And here is Geraldo Perdomo. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers take the series opener here at home.
It takes a team effort to reach 50 saves in a season, and she wouldn't have games to close out if not for her teammates putting her in a position to succeed. They set her up, and she closes it down.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And stepping in for the Mariners, Brian De La Cruz, 1 for 2. Swings and misses. 0-1. McAllister goes 5 feet 7 inches, 25 years old, and she's a former All-Star Game MVP. On the ground, right side, Duran. On to first. Now 1 gone in the ninth. Now it's Brendan Rodgers. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And a foul ball. The Mariners down by a pair here at the top of the ninth. Next offering is fouled back. Bounce to the right, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
She's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Next pitch is downstairs. McAllister is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
The number 90 is a big number. You're talking 90 wins over the course of a big league season. Extremely impressive. These players have worked hard all year long, and they're seeing the fruits of their labor. It's not over yet.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. This is Dylan Carlson. He's already homered in this game. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. And fouled off. Got him looking. One away.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Bounced out to short. On the run, sends it over to first, and he'll be safe at first. Here's Mike Trout. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The pitch. Sets him down looking. And they're down to their last out.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Now it's Devers at the plate. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he's grounded out. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
His club is very happy he's at the plate in this moment. He loves hitting in these high-leverage situations, and he seems to deliver the goods more often than not.
A 1-run lead here in the late stages of game 1. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. So the Texas Rangers take game 1 of this wild card series. A huge win for them in hostile territory.
Yeah, Boog, they've still got their work cut out for them in this series, having to play on the road. But like you said, it's a huge win to jump ahead 1-0.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Brian De La Cruz getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. McAllister, a former All-Star. She features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Sets him down on strikes. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Blackmon in the box now. No balls and a strike. And it's fouled away.
She's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
No, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and she strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
McAllister is just 1 strike away. Got him. Ball game. Welcome in John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Harry Ford. Bounced up the middle. The throw to first. One up, one down.
Now batting.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Tyler Locklear. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. McAllister, a former All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away. So last chance for the Mariners. And the batter will be the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
This team is riding pretty high right now, and you can tell the home team pretty confused as to why they're not getting it done. But it's a huge tone setter when you can take the first two games of a series.
Welcome in John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Brian De La Cruz digs in now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That one fouled off. McAllister, a former All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Taveras flashes the leather on the running catch. So it's their last chance in this one. Brendan Rodgers up next for the Mariners. Swings through that one. The Mariners trailing by 2 here in game 4. Next offering is in for a strike. Hit to the left side, and this is going to do it. And that is it. They are headed for the ALCS.
Well, a really solid division series win. They can move on to the next round and I think relax a little bit more. Congratulations. Get ready for the ALCS.
Welcome in John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Well, one-run game. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a groundout. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Drifts towards it, and a foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. In the air out towards right center. Taveras going after it. Squeezes it. one up on down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, she'll give him a second to catch his breath before she's ready to deal the next pitch.
Suzuki in the box now. Takes strike one. A one-run lead here in game two. Got him looking. And now two gone.
Oh, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with two strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Rosario in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
At the belt and fires. They're down to their final strike.
She's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
The Rays down to their final strike. Two down, nobody on. Got him, and that's the ball game. Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. He's already homered in this game. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. McAllister, multi-time All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Garcia tracks it down for the out. So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the center fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Right through there for a strike. They're down to their final strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment.
Swing and a pop-up. Sizing this one up. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers take a 3-2 series lead back home. Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close two-run game, and a couple of key moments just
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. 3-4-5 due up for the home team. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. McAllister, a former All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Here's the 0-2. And that's outside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
This ball's chopped on the ground. On the run, throw to first. One up, one down. She's 2 outs away. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one is in for a strike.
Sometimes pitchers work them backwards, starting with the breaking ball, but it's a tricky approach. He almost wants to bait you out there to throw that stuff to start the at-bat.
Young has this one sized up, corrals it, and there's 2 down.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Now batting.
So last chance for the Dodgers. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Swing and a miss.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
1 strike away. Got him. That's the ball game. Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. Now it's the right fielder, Masataka Yoshida. 1 for 3.
Masataka Yoshida.
To the right side. Whips it to Kirilloff. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. And now the catcher comes up to him. Dalton Rushing. There's a strike at the knees. McAllister, a former All-Star. She features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. 1 down, base is empty. And down on strikes he goes. That's out number 2.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
2 outs. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. McAllister is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
All this team needs is 1 more win, but when you're playing in the postseason, it's not just a win of a game, it's a win of an inning. It's a win of an at-bat, it's a win of a pitch count.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's already homered in this game. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Swing and a miss. Fights it off, he'll see another. The Dodgers trailing by 2 here in Game 7 of the World Series. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him swinging.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and she strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
And that one fouled off. The Dodgers down to their final strike. And that's it. They've won the World Series.
Congratulations to the champs. Game 7 of the World Series. Every player on both sides comes to the ballpark knowing that this is it. This team got it done. They've been a special club all year long, and it's fitting they win it all in a special series.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down on the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. For Chris Singleton and our outstanding crew, I'm John Sciambi. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.
Mm-hmm.